Our lesson today is division property of exponents, and we're going to talk about what we do when we have a fraction bar or division problem. So we're going to do these four together. So what if I have, so that says j times j over j. J times j over j. What would happen here with my, what can I do? Like, let me do over here in blue. What if I had like a 5 over a 5? What would that be? 5 over 5? 1. 1. What if I had a L over L? 1. So right here on number 1, I have a J over a J. And then there's two J's on top and there's one J on bottom. So basically, the 5 and the 5 canceled, the L and the L canceled. So what I can do is I can cancel like that. A J over a J. And that becomes 1. So what would my answer be? Just a J. Okay? What about number 2? I have k to the 11th power, which, by the way, looks like this. Right? Over k to the 6th. So how can I cancel? Ella.
Cancel 6 of the keys on top.
Top and bottom, 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 top and bottom. So what's left that I have? 5 of them. K to the 5th. How do this 5 right here and this 11 and 6 relate to each other?
If you subtract.
Go ahead, Koga.
If you subtract 6 from 11, you get 5.
If you subtract 6 from 11, you would get 5. So if I subtract 11 minus 6, I get 5. Perfect. So what I did is I expanded it. Okay, I put all of my K's out, 11 of them, and I put 6 of them out. Okay, let's go to number 3. What I want you to do is I want you to write the 3, but then I want you to write x, 4 of them, and then the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? What's going to happen? What will be left over when I'm done? What's left now? What's my math answer? 1 on top. Yeah. 3 over 9 is 1/3. And then, where's my x to the 4th go? Top or bottom? Bottom. You're right. So look how this had 8. X is down here, and this one only had 4. So this 8 had some leftovers down here. Even after I crossed out, there were still some leftovers. Okay, try number 4 with the people at your group.
5. Yeah.
I'm going to call on people at random, all right? Or groups at random. Let's do that. Okay? Middle 4 ladies over there on the side. Tell me the answer that you got. I'll write it in, I'll write it in purple. Go ahead, ladies.
Q over 2t to the 5th power.
Okay. Someone else, give me another answer that you got. Did everybody get this purple answer?
Yeah.
It's right. Good job. Did you guys do the Q, 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 T, 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 T. Oh, you don't have paper? You had to do it in your head? Oh, no, you poor, poor student. It's math in your head? What? Wow, where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you cross out. Psh, psh. Okay. 7 over 14 became 1/2, right? There was only one Q on top, this one right here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did anybody not do my QQTTT thing? Do you have another method that you did that helped you get the answer? Because you didn't have paper, like you said.
Just subtract the exponents.
Subtract them. 3 take away 2. But how did you know whether the Q went on the top or the bottom?
Whichever was remaining.
Okay. And then how about the T's? Did you subtract 4 minus 9 to get -5?
Yeah.
Then where'd you put the -5?
The denominator.
You put a -5 in the denominator.
It was on top and put it below. So it would be.
That?
No.
No. Okay. Someone said a word, they said, I think it was over there, the one that had more. Did anybody look at the Q's and say, which Q has more? And then that will be where the answer is. Or the T's, which T had more? And that, did anyone think like that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great way to think of it too. Whichever has more, top or bottom, that's where you're going to be left with more. So if there's more T's on the bottom, if there's 9 of them, in your answer, there will be T's at the bottom because they had more to begin with. So whichever variable has more, that's going to be where you'll have remaining numbers. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go. So here, you can do 2 things. I can do on the top x, 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 x over x, x, x and cross out. I can look at it and say, which one has more? And that's who's going to have more. How many more do they have? They have 1 more. So, x to the 4th over x to the 3rd. You kind of have a lot of choices here. Because what, pray tell, is the answer? What is the answer? Just x. And it's going to be on the numerator or the denominator? On the numerator. Good. Okay. X squared over x to the 4th. Which has more? The bottom. So you will have x's in your bottom for your answer. I do not want you, think about this. What if somebody went 2 minus 4 and they subtracted? Then they go, oh, that's -2. And then went, oh, that's 1 over 2. X to the 2nd. Doesn't that seem like a lot of work right here? When you can just look at it, because you guys said that you could do it in your brain, the Q and the T one you did in your brain. Okay? So what is the answer to the second one there? 1 over x to the 2nd power. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start on the A, 1A. Okay? Just by looking at it, which is going to have more? Where's your answer going to be?
Bottom.
On the bottom. And, how do you know how many are left? No one knows. If no one's talking, then no one knows. And I don't want to hear from the same people. Yeah. No, I disagree. It is not 3 to the 3rd power. Yes.
1 over 3 to the 3rd.
1 over 3 to the 3rd? I agree with that. Because you can do this. And notice that there is nothing left on top, so we put a 1 because I'm not going to put a 0. 3 to the third power. What is 3 to the third?
27.
27. Perfect. Okay. So on B, expand it out if you like. Okay? So the x's can cancel. And the y's cancel. What are you left with? Go ahead.
1x over 2y.
Oh, tell me the y's. Like, let's finish the purple part here.
What?
Let's finish this purple.
3 or 2y. There'd be two y's left on the.
There'd be 2 y's left. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. On top, 2 over 4. How does that reduce? 1/2. So I got just an x on top, right? And on bottom I have, you said 2y squared. 2y squared. Good. Okay. On C, you have to get the 3 to the second power, the x to the second power, the y to the second power. All like that. So go ahead and do the numerator first. That has to happen first. On your own paper. Okay, what'd you get on the top? Already help me. Yeah.
9x2y2.
Awesome. Okay, what'd you guys get on the denominator? Oh, same, right? Okay. Sweet. Now, looking at my x's. I got x2 on top, I got x to the 4th on the bottom. What is that? What happens? What's my answer going to be then? 9 over 18 is 1/2. Okay, now what's my x's?
X to the second power.
Where does x to the second power go, though? Denominator, thank you. What about my y's? They cancel. Perfect. There's your answer. And you don't even need all this extra line. Just erase that. Cool. On D, make everything go to the second power first. Everybody help. Someone new. Oh, quick, yeah.
Why wouldn't you add the exponents
On D,
Yeah.
because they're all in parentheses to the second power. So you have to put them to the second power first, and then now I'm going to combine them after I.
Okay.
So you have to get rid of this parentheses first. Order of operations, do the parentheses. Okay, what'd you guys get on top? Someone new. It shouldn't be too hard. Yeah.
X to the 4th,
Uh-huh.
y to the 0, which is 1, x
Yeah.
to the -2nd, and y to the 4th.
Sweet. On the bottom, x to the 3rd, and it's still y to the -3rd. I'm going to leave it down there. Now I'm going to put together my x's just like, oh, yeah. Whoa, I don't know what that is. How cool is that drawing, though? Wait, it erased everything. My. I can't, I don't even know what that is.
It's like a
Bummer. Okay. Now, let's do my x's. I got a 4 plus a negative 2. What's that become? 4 plus negative 2. No, how do I say it? X squared. Okay? 2 is completely different than x squared. Now my y's. I got y to the 0 and y to the 4. 0 plus 4. Y to the 4. Okay? Over x to the third, y to the negative second. I have a negative exponent. This is the first time I've had that. That negative 2. What do I do with this negative 2? So let's bring it up. So here's what I'm going to have now. X squared y to the fourth y squared over x to the third. Because I moved my y squared up. Okay? So, final answer, people. I need your help. The x's. What happens to that 2 on top and that 3 on bottom? 2 on top, 3 on bottom. Okay, so you subtract, what are you going to get? Where? Don't say x, say 1 over x. If it's on the bottom, you say 1 over x. Okay, what about my y's? What's that? Y to the 6th. Okay, and I don't even need that 1 there. But I know I'm running out of room on your screen. Y to the 6th over x. Red circle, there's my answer. Okay? So we're going to put things together that we can before we start. So let's look at some of these. I will do one problem. And you know what was the most popular in the other classes? Everybody go to number 11. Let's do 11 together. Okay, the first thing you need to do is get rid of the parentheses, which means that your negative 1 needs to go to the 4th power. Your 2 needs to go to the 4th power, and your x to the 4th needs to go to the 4th power. X to negative 1 times 4. 2 to the 4th power. Oh, what's 2 to the 4th power? Let's just do that right now.
Can't see it.
Okay, I'll come down a little bit. Okay, what about my x to the 4 times 4?
16.
Don't say 16. What do you say? X to the 16th. That's on the numerator. What's on the denominator? New people. 8, 2 to the 3rd. Yep. And then x to the... Cool. Okay, now I am going to combine my x's. I've got negative 4 and a 16. What does that become when I add them together? 12. So I'm going to have 16x to the 12th on top. On the bottom I have my 8x to the 12th. The x 12s cancel out. What's 16 over 8?
2.
Isn't it funny how that long, complicated problem with all those parentheses turns out to just little old 2, just plain 2. Good. Okay.